Hey guys, so the hunt for a snapping turtle continues, and today I'm going to be changing up my method. Before I was doing bank lines, tree lines, and then a few pool noodle jug lines. I didn't have any luck on any of those. I had some catfish on the jugs and limb lines, but no turtles. I've done a little bit of research, and it looks like I can build a trap out of a cattle panel. So this afternoon after work, I went and I got two 8-foot cattle panels. I don't have a trailer to get a 16-foot. So I think what I'm gonna do is build this turtle trap out of a cattle panel. And the holes on this cattle panel are 8 inches by 6 inches. So that should release a lot of the smaller yellow bellies and things like that that we catch. And we should only get pretty nice sized snappers in this trap. So let me show you guys my plan. All right, so this is our 2 cattle panels in the back of my truck. And these squares here are 8 inches wide by 6 inches tall. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build it 4 wide, which would be 32 inches. And my trap's going to span the length of the whole thing. So I just need to cut down one side, and that'll give me the bottom section. So I think it's going to be 32 inches by 50-inch footprint. And I think I'm going to do 3 squares tall, which would be 24 inches tall. So I think we'll do 32 inches wide by 24 inches tall and 50 inches long. So I just bought a brand new bolt cutter, and hopefully this lets me cut this cattle panel pretty easily. If you're not strong, you got to get the biggest tools. I'll probably be able to use this cutoff piece here for the ramp and the swing door. So that's kind of the plan right now. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off those end pieces real quick. So we'll cut 3 pieces high, which would be about 24 inches. And then we'll be done with the 4 sides, and we can see how to put them together. All right, guys, so I wanted to show you how I was trying to attach these together. When I was building my perch trap, I bought these, they call them hog rings. Well, I think they're a little bit smaller and not as heavy duty as what I was thinking I was gonna be using. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come put some of these hog rings here, and they close almost all the way around. And what I'm gonna do is on the 4 corners and probably the middle, I'm gonna take some trapping wire, and I'm just gonna wire it as well. So hopefully this will keep it all together. I'm not really gonna be throwing it around a whole lot. It's literally just gonna be set out and whatever the turtles do to it. So if I can keep it mostly together, I think it's gonna be okay. So let me get this all framed up, and I'm gonna use a bunch of these little clips since I do have them. But I'll probably need to get bigger hog rings at some point and use those instead of these little cheaper ones because they're pretty flimsy. But that's what we're going to be working with today. Hey guys, let me know in the comments if you said to yourself, those little hog rings ain't going to work, before I show you the next clip. Hint, they didn't. All right guys, so I was trying to put this back piece on right here, and all the little hog rings right here that were on the edges, just right here, broke. So I got some trap and tie wire I had, and I'm just gonna put these on the corners. I've done the first 2 right here. I'm gonna put those on the 4 corners, and then I'll probably just zip tie the middle to see how it works. And then I'll probably do the bottom of the back, and then I'll just zip tie the top so that I can have a spot to dump these turtles out that I'm gonna be catching. All right guys, I got the ramp all wired up. I'm really liking these tie wire ideas. I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. If you get the heavy duty hog rings, that'll definitely be a lot easier to build this. overall, it wasn't too bad once I got used to tying the wires and tucking the ends a little bit. So I have my ramp going up here, and I have a hinge door I'm about to zip tie up, and then I'm gonna put a piece of number 36 braided tar wire or tar string just for a backup. I don't think I'm really gonna need it, but I'd rather have it there and my zip ties break and that tar wire or string hold. So that's what I'm gonna do next, and then I'll show you the finished product before the bait box. All right guys, so this will be the final walkthrough before I do my trimming up. So I got the bait bag. I made the bait bag out of 1/2" hardware cloth, and I used those hog rings to kind of hold it together, and I just made a pouch. This was a piece of scraps I had, and I'm all about using whatever I have, which is why you see tie wire all over the place. So this will hold the bait. I have some catfish carcasses or brim or old frozen burnt deer meat that I need to get rid of. So what I'll do is I'll just drop whatever bait I want to use in here right down in there, and it should sit in the water pretty good because it's about 4 inches above the base right there. And then you can see my ramp on this side, and if we go, and you can see that it's loose, but those turtles shouldn't be able to get out. So zip ties on the back, easy access to dump these turtles hopefully, and a big wide opening in the middle so that these large loggerheads or big common snappers can get in there. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm just hoping we catch a turtle, and this will be a good video and it'll get me something to eat. I've been trying to catch a turtle for about 3 weeks now with no luck, but we're gonna go set this trap out this afternoon, and that'll probably be a separate video with my turtle trapping saga that's been going on for 3 weeks. So all right, so this is the swing gate here. It's not swinging, so I need to figure out. Oh, it's because the back is all jacked up. Okay, I'll need to fix that. And then I'm gonna put some I'm gonna put 1/2" hardware cloth on this front side so that when these turtles come up here, they'll be able to step on it rather than getting stuck in these big holes here. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get this set back up to where that gate will swing, and then we'll see if we can get a turtle this week. Hey guys, little update on the turtle trapping. I came out here with some chicken gizzards and I put it in my bait box, and I went ahead and changed up a few of the zip ties on my trap. My door was getting stuck, and that was because of 2 reasons. The first being that the gate that I'm keeping zip tied closed on the back, so that if I catch a turtle, or when I catch a turtle, I can just cut the zip ties, pull the gate down, and then dump him out pretty easy. That was causing my trap to shift, and that would cause the gate to get hung up on one of the sides. Also, the extending pieces from where I cut the cattle guard with the bolt cutters, they were getting caught because they weren't on the back side. So, all right, so this is the trap. And down here, I didn't have any zip tie holding the corner square. I had a zip tie up here, right there, but I didn't have one at the bottom. So this bottom piece had shifted about 3 inches this way, and the whole thing was cockeyed. So I went ahead and put a zip tie there, and I put my bait bag in the middle, right there. And then my gate was getting caught. So if you look at this new zip tie, see now the gate swings really nice. Let me show you guys. So the gate is very loose now going that way, but when you push it, it won't go anywhere. So these little pieces here, there we go. It was on this side, on the opposite side it is now. So when the gate was swinging, that piece was hanging up on that piece of cattle guard. So one of the key things I did was put all those extending pieces behind that bar right there and fix this. So the trap should work a little better. It's supposed to rain here for a few days. My internet research says that the trap or turtles move during the rainy weather. So I'll leave this out here. I won't put it quite as deep as I had it just now, but we'll give it a little bit of room for water to rise. It shouldn't be too bad, but I'm still convinced there's turtles here. So we're gonna give it this week with these few modifications, which I think is gonna be a big deal for us, and see if we can get a turtle in here.